Bala from TechTreat back with another video review. This is my review of Cyanogenmod 11 for the international Samsung Galaxy S3, that is GTI 9300. Now let's dive into the video. First let me show you that I am actually running Cyanogenmod 11 on my device. You can see that Cyanogenmod logo here. Now it's based on the Android 4.4.2, that is KitKat by Google. This is the Android logo, that is new KitKat versions logo. First thing is first, now let's start with that lock screen. On the lock screen you will see that there are some easy shortcuts. Clicking on this you can just dive into the app head first. When you scroll from the right to left you can just directly jump into the camera app. Now let me just bring in an object to take a video. Now you can see that the camera app is pretty cool, but it's not as functional as the stock Touchwiz ROM. It just loses focus at the time of taking a snap, but sometimes it's 75% of time it's working. You can see the quality of the photo taken. It's just not as clear as it would be in the Touchwiz ROM, but it just does the job right. There was some bugs with the earlier build of the Cyanogenmod 11, but it's solved here. Video also it's working pretty cool. Now let's just take a simple video. Now let's see how the video has come out here. Just wait it. You can see that the audio is not clear and there is a lot of background noise here. Still the video is not pretty cool as you would expect from normal stock Samsung Galaxy S3. The other bug is that when you just directly press the home button to wake up your device, it just goes into the lost tab or a place where it has been and then returns to the lock screen. I think you have noticed this, guys. Now let me just show you again how this works. Now I'm in our app drawer. Now let's lock the screen and unlock it again. Now you can see that it goes into the app drawer and then comes to the lock screen. It's pretty fast, but you can notice at times. Now let's talk about connectivity and how it works. Wi-Fi works pretty good because now I'm using Wi-Fi. Now let's see how Google Now works. What's the weather like?
It's 28 degrees with haze in Coimbatore.
Now you can see that Google Now is pretty cool and it's working fine. The earlier nightly builds of this ROM had issues with Google Now. It acted like as if it did not hear the voice. Now it's working fine. Another bug is that the ROM totally messes with the speakers. Believe me, it totally messes with this. Ringtones looks okayish, but for notifications I don't know what happened. It just not as loud as it was in Touchwiz based ROM. Now guys, I will advise you don't mess up with the equalizer app because if you make them too high you might just make your speaker useless because it may just damage your speakers down. So make sure that equalizer is disabled. Don't keep the bass in extreme level, that may also fry your speaker out. Guys, please don't try this. I highly recommend you not to touch this settings. Now let's talk about another bug that I found in the Google Camera app. I don't know it is just my device fault or it's a universal bug. Now let's see how the lens blur works 3 times out of 5 because sometimes it just says processing and does not process the image. Now let's see how it works. Let's move our device slightly. Now it says processing. It works at times, but sometimes it just says processing and does not process the image and returns to normal image. Now let's see how the photo has come out after it has finished processing. Yeah, now let's edit. You can see that it works pretty cool now, but at times it does not work and messes with the view mode a lot. So now it works. Now let's go into the camera app again. Now another bug I found is that if you hit the settings icon, it just says unfortunately camera has stopped and crashes the app. I don't know if it's the fault of the ROM or the app. I have just sent a report to Google that it's not working fine. And then now let's get into the settings app. Wi-Fi, as I told already, Wi-Fi works pretty cool. I'm connected to my network. Bluetooth also works fine. I have tried this with this Bluetooth speaker. And then the launcher, coming to the launcher is working fine. You won't find any lags in while normal usage. Animations are also pretty smooth. Switching between apps also is pretty smooth. You can see the camera app and Google Now are opening instantaneous. The bug I have found is that if you use the tinted status bar mod using the exposed installer, it just makes the launcher to crash a lot. But I don't know if this is isolated to me or just something else with the ROM. Then in the lock screen you can change the battery status should be on while charging or always off, etc. You can change the buttons options, that is the how the buttons should behave in the lock screen, like double tapping the home button, long pressing the menu button, like that. Camera widget I have shown it already. You can switch between themes, that is it completely remaps the look of the device. It's a pretty cool option to have. I want to use it as a with default theme. The device performs flawlessly fast. You can see that usually the Galaxy S3 will lag while switching between apps and reopen the closed apps, but this time it's working fine. Then now let's go into the interface. You can change the status bar looks. You can tweak them, like the clock can be hidden or shown. You can change how the battery icon looks from portrait, landscape, etc. You can also make the battery icon disappear. I like the circle one, it's pretty cool. Also while charging it shows some animation, that is cool. The brightness control is used to adjust the brightness just by using sliding the finger across the status bar. Now let me show you a quick demo. Just keep your finger like this. Sorry guys. Yeah, now you can see that the brightness is increasing and decreasing. This is a pretty cool function, but I does not want to keep this on because accidentally you can just ramp up your brightness. Double tap to sleep is also a good function to have on your device. It's like LG G2. You can just double tap on the status bar to make your device sleep, but double tap to wake is not available here, as it's a kernel mod that you want to apply if you want. Then next, coming to the notification drawer. Now you can see that the notification drawer is pretty blank without any toggles except the quick settings icon. If you want some toggles like Touchwiz, just hit on show in drawer, and now you can see that toggles are in the notification area, but it's same quick settings, so no need of keeping the toggles on, but it's a cool feature to have. Now let's get into the sound. As I already told, the sound is not pretty good, and if you are a person who really likes to listen music, just stay away from this ROM. And there are some pretty cool tweaks in display also. In the advanced display option, you can change the calibrate of screen according to your need, like you can make it to look like a normal ICS screen and get some natural color out of it, but I like the punchy colors of the AMOLED screen, so I just left it in the default settings. And then you can change the turning off on animation, keeping this like if you want to, if you just turn off, you can see that animation like old television animation, but it just slows off the device, so I just keep it off all the time. You can change the LED notification color, etc. Buttons, you can just assign some tasks to each button presses, etc. Coming to the battery life, the battery life is pretty cool. Let me just show you some screenshot that I have took to explain about battery life. Let's go into the screen. Yeah, you can see that I had been not charged the phone around 13 hours or so, and it's still in 76 percentage, and you can see that the wow, a great time of 2 hours and 17 minutes and 46 seconds. The battery life was amazing at first, but now it's okayish, kinda around 70 percentage better than the Touchwiz ROM. You can easily get through 2 days of battery life if you didn't use Wi-Fi etc. and just slight gaming. You can see that performance has also been tweaked up. It's around 19,066. Before it was around 18,000. And now let's see how the multitasking works. As I already said, it just works flawless. And coming to the storage, the ROM is around only 200 MB, that is 196 MB or so, and it just eats up less storage, and there are less bloatware in this ROM, so obviously the performance will be better. Now to enable the developer option, you just want to tap on the build number 7 times. Build number. Now the developer option is on. I highly recommend not to tweak developer options because it just can mess up with your device, but there is some awesome tweak that makes your device faster, like you can scale down the window scale animation to 0.5%, so that now you can see the device performs way faster than the multitasking is fast, and switching between the apps also will be fast. Then the performance is for only advanced user only. You can see just an experimentation. I highly recommend you guys don't ever go to and brick your device, because changing the CPU governor may sometimes make the device unresponsive and get the shit of this device. So please don't mess up with this. For developer option to be hidden again, just hit on this, it will be gone. To get it again, you want to just repeat this, tap on bill number 7 times. Now let's come to the another major bug, that is Facebook app. I don't know why Facebook app lags in this bill. It works fine, but sometimes if you are uploading a pic or putting status on Facebook, it just lags. Now let me see, does it show any lag? You can see it just shows some lag in Facebook app, but around 80% of time it's lag free, but it's not as polished as normal stock Facebook experience in stock Touchwiz ROM. And then there is a printing option, but you should have a printer obvious to print it wireless. You can see the super user permissions etc. Then another thing I want to show you guys is that in the Cyanogenmod nightly builds that I have been using before this, I had a issue that if you take pictures with flash on, it just says can't connect to camera. If it also does this sometimes in this snapshot build also. To resolve this, there is an app in the XDA developers. I will provide the link in the description below. You can check that out. It's called Restart Camera. If your phone says can't connect to camera, just come to this app and click on this. It will just ask for root permission for the first time. Give the root permission and you are good to go. Now if you go to again to the camera app, it will work pretty cool. The camera app is pretty stock, as I told already. It does not have some bells and whistles that stock Touchwiz offers. This is what at the end you get, guys. You sacrifice the extra features that Touchwiz ROM gives to you. You get a faster phone, better performance, better battery life, and another thing you will notice in this ROM is that call quality has been downgraded a little, but it's not bad that you can't hear etc. But it should be quite improved in the stable version. I think it's still under development stage. And then the next thing is that default radio app will be gone, so you can't listen to radio offline, that is tune radio stations, but there is an app available in the Play Store. This is an paid app. I will provide a link in the description below for you guys to download this app. With this app you can again listen to radio stations like normally you would do in the Touchwiz radio app. As this app is not provided inbuilt in this, it works. I just have to connect an headphone for this app to work. Now let me just get out of this app. It also has a solid music player. It's not a feature as other music players that are available in a Play Store, but it gets the job done. The cool thing that you will get if you play music is that, let me just turn the volume down, as some music playback has some copyright issues. If you just play on music, you can just see the album art appears in the lock screen. It's a pretty cool effect. If you have some great album arts, your device will look pretty cool in the lock screen. Now let me just crank up the volume. The next thing I want to show you guys is that the LED light also works pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the like button, that helps me a lot, and stay subscribed for more videos on Cyanogenmod 11 and new apps and games that I am going to do in future. Thank you guys.